Hello everyone, this is Selkek, also known as Paulaelia, and welcome back to Prison Architect. We're playing on the Super Max prison I've been working on, and I want to take this time at the start to show you the little notes here they have for Alpha 29. So Alpha 29 was just released a couple days ago, and they've added a couple new features, I guess you would call them. Couple new rooms with some functionality to them. So first off on the list, we've added a new parole room in which the fate of your inmates can be decided. So your prisoners, once they've served, I think they said 50% of their prison sentence. So if they were in here for 10 years and they've served 5, they can go out for parole. And we, as the prison warden, can customize when we let them go on parole. It has to do with their reoffending chance, which is a score calculated by the game. We have also added a chapel for religious needs for your inmates, and local religious leaders will come in and hold religious services. And so the religious need is now as a need, just like having sleep and having food is a need for your prisoners. And a new library, which is used for entertainment, education, and can fulfill sort of like an academic need of some prisoners. Some prisoners will feel the need. They need books. They need learning. You know, that sort of thing. And that's the big main features for this version. So, if you recall, and I want to apologize, my voice may sound a little bit different. My pop filter stand clip thing has broken, so I'm not using a pop filter, so it may sound a bit more than usual. I promise I'm going to get that fixed as soon as I can. And also I'm wearing some new headphones I picked up today, and they seem to be working a lot better than the crappy earbuds I had been using. But it does make me, well, in my mind I sound weird because I'm hearing myself through the mic a lot better now, and the game sounds are also a lot sharper and stuff now that I'm not using cheapo earbuddos. So yeah, that might be some quality difference in terms of audio today. We'll see. I hear like just super loud noises. I'm gonna turn down my personal volume. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, so we've got these new room types. So if I pop open the rooms button, you can see here's the chapel, and here's the parole room, and here's the library. So the chapel is a 6x6. It needs an altar, it needs pews, and it needs prayer mats. It's sort of like a all-in-one religion room, so depending on what the prisoner needs, they'll do that. The parole room is size 5x5. It just needs a visitor's table. So it says here on the tooltip, after serving 50% and 75% of the term, they'll be able to go up for parole. The warden and the chief will come in there and figure that out. In the library, 5x5, there's a library shelf and a librarian's desk. So books come in, and they go to the librarian's desk where they are sorted by a prisoner, and then they are put on the shelves for prisoners to enjoy. So you have to have prisoners working in the library. So we need a library, we need a chapel, and we need a parole room. The chapel, I think, is going to be the big one, because if we come in here, where do we... Oh, so this is their estimated reoffending chance. So you can come in and you can say, like, only prisoners that have 75% or better will be paroled. So this guy would get paroled, because he's good. Oh, right. I need to come in here. Come to the needs. So you can now see here there's a spirituality need and a literacy need, which no one has any of right now. So it might be these bars might grow as we run the simulation. So we need to work in where we want to put stuff. I believe where I left off was I'm getting more prisoners to fill out this block of rooms. I believe I was working on this. And I'm having somewhat of a money issue at the moment. So I need to put in my 2 security cameras in here. And how did I do them last time? I did it one there and one there. So I will have those 2 security cameras installed to give us vision into that area. And I believe it is... I believe it is this monitor. Yeah, this monitor is the one that's running. Okay. So So they're hooking them up. Okay, so we'll connect. I forget which way you're supposed to hook it up. Camera to monitor? No. Monitor to camera. Yeah, there we go. So there we go. Now we got vision in that that cell block. Oh, someone had a deadly fork. And I'm getting 8 new prisoners here soon. I believe my original plan is to demolish this cell block and make room for here. What I think I'm going to do though is I think I'm going to repurpose this room. Because I've got this room here and I don't really need a holding cell anymore now that I've got enough cells. I'm not going to get more prisoners than I have cells for ever. I'm at a point where I don't need a holding cell. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to request that this room be emptied out, and I might make this into the religious room. And I might swap this door out for something more normal, I suppose. And it's not that far from the cells if we need some religious time. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave the CCTV camera anyway, and I'm going to dismantle. And I'm going to make this normal. I'm going to have all of this stuff dismantled and put away. Dismantle the toilet. Dismantle the door. Dismantle all these shower heads. I know I could do this faster in the objects menu, but whatever. Whatever. Oh, we were putting people in here. Okay, interesting. I'm not sure why we were putting new prisoners into the holding cell. But that's a bad idea. Oh, this is not a holding cell anymore. Gentlemen. Stop bringing prisoners here. They're just randomly escorting these prisoners into here. For some reason. Okay, cool. So let's go ahead and demolish those walls, I guess. And we'll mosaic floor it up in here. Someone was trying to smuggle a screwdriver. Okay, so then materials, mosaic floor. So just like that. I'm not sure why these people aren't going to their cells. But okay. It's fine that they're not. So this is going to become the chapel. And the chapel needs an altar. We'll put the altar like that. It needs a pew. I know I hear there's a fight breaking out, don't worry. We'll put the pews, and then we'll put a couple of prayer mats in there. Okay. So those guys were taken care of. We lost a janitor and a cook. Okay, so we need to hire a janitor and a cook. So people got murdered. That's not good. But our chapel has been built. That's good. We're going to put a concrete wall in, and we'll put just a normal door, I suppose, on it. Not sure who these guys are, but okay. I'm glad they're there when it's clearly sleep time. There's just not anyone in here. Is there something wrong with that cell? Is the deployment... Oh, yeah, okay. The deployment got set for some reason on that. That was causing the issues. Those prisoners weren't allowed to go to bed for whatever reason. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to put in those cell doors. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm just going to have them locked open. I really only need them for the purposes of separating the cell blocks out from each other. They're not actually... And then I suppose in a lockdown they can be forced shut. So there we go. Okay, so there's some tunnels in here. So we're going to go ahead and we're just going to search the cell block to see if anyone's been digging any tunnels. The prisoners are out eating, so it should be okay. Alright, we got our prisoners. They're trying to send us 18 prisoners. We definitely don't have room for 18 prisoners. I'm going to close our prison access for now. So if they search a toilet, they might be able to discover a tunnel. Nope, okay, it doesn't look like it. There's any tunnels being dug. But keep on the work, dogs. I'm sure you'll find one eventually. Our prison is really not shaping up so hot. I wonder if I just copy pasted this entire section. I wonder if that would work. I mean, I don't see why it wouldn't work. We'd probably get like this door server or whatever, have to cancel it. Instead of cloning one cell at a time, if I just did... Oops. If I just did something like this... Oh, we can't clone that much. Okay, so there's a maximum clone size. Okay, so if I cloned like that, and then put it over here, a 12 by 12 square, I wonder what it would do if I didn't have enough money. Okay, let's not worry about the clone tool just yet. We should build a parole hearing room. Now I'm just not quite sure where I want to put my parole hearing room. So let me check my... Because I see over here, there's 3 prisoners who are currently up for parole. Programs. Yep, so there's a parole hearing. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start the spiritual guidance. Just so that this room gets used. So you can see there's only one person who's going to show up for it, but that's okay. A parole hearing, it doesn't have to be too big, right? It's just like 4 by 4 or something like that? 5 by 5. Oh. My bad. Clicked on outside the screen. Hopefully that's not going to screw up the recording. Anyway, a 5 by 5. I need to draw a 7 by 7 box. Yeah, that's a little too big. It's a little too big for right there. I'm not really sure where I would put it though. Aside from like outside my currently zoned areas. I just don't have a good spot for it at the moment, so I guess we'll have to ignore it. Alright, let's try this cloning thing. Alright, let's see what happens if I click. I'm gonna do it. We have $3,900. We're down to $23. Okay. So that used up all of our money to just clone all that. And the reason why is probably because it's cloning all the floor and etc, etc, etc. And it didn't get everything, I noticed. So now we are currently in negative money. So let me come and find my loan. I can increase this, right? Yeah, I can. Look at that. $22,000. Okay, I did get everything. That's good. So the clone tool. I want to start from there. And paste it down. And then I want to start from there and paste it down. Okay. So this should be, if I can get prisoners in all of these, this will be a huge cash infusion. And I'm going to need my utilities to come over there. Funnily enough, utilities don't just stretch over magically, so I'll do something like that. And I guess I'll send water over as well. Because I will be having to have water as well, so we'll set that up. Boosh. Right. So once again, the dogs have sniffed out a tunnel over here, but there's no sign of one yet. Very interesting. So we're still putting in everything over here. Everything's got to be built. So that's now twice that they've had a sniff, had a quick whiff for anything. I suppose I should have a dog deployment running along the outer edge there as well. So I'm just gonna do this. Okay, and then I'm gonna do bink, bink, 2 dogs. So I should have 1 dog out there, 2 dogs on this, and then 2 dogs on that. At all times. Which means I might need a couple more dogs. How many dog people do I have? I have 6, but I have 8 of these, so I can hire 2 more of those guys. Okay, how's construction coming? Alright, they put the pool table in. That's good. That was a high priority, you know, having a pool table put in there. Really, really super important, that pool table. We have 5 prisoners now who are up for parole. Okay, that's, you know, bigger. Did they add any grants or anything in here? Tool cleanup. No, okay, they didn't. Alright, so we got our cash money. We got our infusion. We're probably gonna want to like start cutting back on our loan. In all honesty. Some spirituality meat is being met. That's good. So people were using the thing. Once again, sniffing out flags left and right over here. Maybe during the day, once prisoners go to eat, I'll request a search again of this cell block. This is the only cell block I could think that would have a tunnel here. They'd dig out from their cell and then they'd want to dig down. Alright, so let's go ahead and search the cell block. Everyone who's free. Whoa, I completed a grant? Oh, my prisoners reached 100! I completed that grant! Oh my gosh! So that was a big infusion of money. That's great. So there's still a lot more to go, which is good. Okay, so they found some narcotics. Still no sign of a tunnel. Interestingly enough. Where's this guy going? Is that his new cell? Did people get reassigned to be over there? That's not good. There's no water or anything over here yet. Okay, I'm gonna request that this door there get dismantled and this wall get demolished. And for now, we'll just put a wall there when they get around to it. Okay. While they're working on stuff, I guess I'll just hook up all of the toilets, or where the toilets will be in the future.